focus now to the big breaking news coming in at the moment. This is a distressing and disturbing case. Maharashtra doctor has killed herself. She's accused of police of rape and harassment. The suicide note has been inscribed on her palm. These are serious charges that have been made against sub-inspector by a female doctor who was found dead in Satara. The top police and health officials have rushed to the spot. Amid the outrage, Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis, has taken stock of this entire incident. Now, let's quickly tell you how a woman doctor of a government hospital has allegedly committed suicide, leaving behind a note on her palm accusing two police personnel of rape and mental harassment. Let me go across to my colleague Rucha, who's getting us more on this. Rucha, take us through the details. This is a shocking and unfortunate case that has come to the fore.
Well, yes, this definitely raises questions on how safe are women doctors in Maharashtra. This is incident coming from Maharashtra's Satara district, Paltan Taluka, where a young doctor had committed a suicide because she was physically and mentally tortured for several months. Before committing suicide, she wrote a message on her palm, which is being considered as a suicide note, where she has named two people. One of them is name of a police officer working in Paltan, who she alleged having raped her for 4 months constantly. Additionally, another name that she has wrote on her palm is of the owner of the house that she was living on rent in. She alleged that she was for past few months was mentally and sexually tortured by these two men. Additionally, one of the biggest attention in this case is that the doctor was asked to change the post-mortem reports of one patient, one deceased in the government hospital, the Paltan sub-district hospital, where she was working. And while she denied and while she was not ready to do so, she was pressurized to do that and change the post-mortem reports. Now the suicide case probe has begun. The Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis, who also happens to be Home Minister, has ordered a suspension of the said police officer in the matter and has asked a probe in the suicide case, which is also leading to another investigation, of which the post-mortem reports were asked to exchange how these activities are happening in broad daylight. And the young doctor yesterday committed suicide, and this is not the first time that this kind of incident has come out. The doctor has constantly talked about this pressure, the complaints she has raised constantly with the DSP of Satara district, but every complaint of her was ignored. She also raised this to the hospital staff, that she was being pressurized and how she was sexually being tortured, but her complaints were completely ignored, and as a result she took the decision of taking her own life yesterday. And this comes as a shock to entire medical field in Maharashtra, and also raises question on how women in Maharashtra, the doctors who are saving people, are not safe, and the people who are expected to keep the people safe, police department, is also shocked to see how a police officer was raping a doctor, young doctor, for 4 months. There are some people, according to the victim, who were shielding him, who were always protecting him when she raised complaint. Nobody took her side, nobody listened to her complaints, and which has led to this unfortunate incident where the doctor has taken her own life. Now the Mahayuti government has promised probe in the matter. The investigations are underway, but the opposition parties in Maharashtra are also raising the question of women's safety once again.
Right, Richa, you know, even as questions are being raised about women's safety, I believe the Maharashtra Women Commission has taken cognizance of this matter. They're also urging the police to take action against their own personnel who have been accused in this case. Get us more on that, please.
Well, there are two different cases now. One, the suicide case of yesterday where the young doctor has committed suicide, and this is also leading to another investigation whether it was any high profile case where the evidences were asked to exchange, where she was forced to change the post-mortem report. What that case was is also being investigated, and well, the Women Commission of Maharashtra has taken cognizance of this, and similarly the orders have been given to question each and every person whom she spoke with last, and whom she has raised complaint for plenty of times, and the people who will be questioned will be the ones who ignored her complaints. The DSP will also be going ahead with the inquiry, why he was not aware of this, or why despite complaining for several times, nobody paid any attention to this, and how this has led to this unfortunate incident. Now, the probe is underway. The CM of Maharashtra has assured probe in the matter, and we are hearing that the person, the police officer who was named in the on the palm of her hand, whom she alleged of raping her for 4 months, is also said to be suspended as per the order given by the Home Minister Devendra Fadnavis. Similarly, we will see how the police now takes action on all those who fail to seek attention on this matter, and who completely ignored the questions that she has been raising for months. There are two people, victim has alleged of raping her and for mentally harassing her. One of them is the police officer, and the other one is said to be engineer, who is still not under reach of the Maharashtra police. They are looking for him, and similarly the investigation for both the people are underway.
All right, Richa, I'm going to come back to you for the latest and more details that are emerging out of this case. I've got Brinda Adige with me on the phone line, but before I go to her, let's quickly put out this post that has been done by Supriya Sule. Let's get you what she has said on this entire matter, viewers. In just a bit, we will get you the post that she has made. This is a suicide case of a female doctor, is what she has said. And she's, of course, gone on to speak about how this is an unfortunate case. As far as, the issue of women's safety is concerned. Also, she has said that, no attention was paid to the complaints of the female doctor. Ultimately, she took the extreme step. What exactly is the root cause of this issue? Why was no attention paid to this woman's complaints? Answers to all of these questions must be obtained. In fact, Supriya Sule has gone on to say those who drove the concerned woman to suicide must be punished. I strongly demand from the Chief Minister of the state that this case be investigated and the guilty persons be given strict punishment. All right, let me go across to Brinda Adige, who's with me on the phone line. Brinda Adige, what do you make of this? This is extremely shocking, unfortunate that despite complaints, no action was taken, obviously raising once again the plight of women in this country.
You're absolutely right. It is shocking and it is criminal, especially after the lady has raised these concerns, made a complaint, and people who are responsible to look into that complaint and take action have not done anything about it. And they have pushed her and forced her to commit suicide. So the company that we are talking about, or the institution that we are talking about, the management also requires to be pulled up, because there is a huge need for that structural institutional change and shift to happen when cases of this nature are brought to their notice and they do nothing. Who has to be held accountable? Who should be held responsible? Why is it that these people continue to go scot-free? Because when an institution or the people responsible don't take action, what is the point of talking about women's safety, protection of women, or even talking about women having a safe space to work?
Okay.
All of that seems to be just jargon. The Chief Minister has to ensure that on his instructions and directions, Heads must roll, even if it is the heads from the management level.
All right. All right, Brinda Adige, thanks very much for joining us at the moment, sharing your thoughts. Viewers, we will keep getting you details of this rather disturbing case that has come to the fore from Maharashtra. At this point, we're slipping into a short break.